Greetings fellow mammals, today I will show you how you can take your revive skills to the next level. Full credit goes to my squad mate Juno, who came up with this trick during the beta. And since I haven't seen it anywhere else nor heard anyone mention it before, I think it's fair to say that he invented it, at least as far as I know. So what am I even talking about? Well, this. I call it the FlickRez, and we will now get into how this works exactly. Let's first take a look at what a normal drag revive looks like. Slow, exposed, predictable. However, some of you might have figured this out already, you can actually jump right before you hit the revive and then your patient will travel through the air with you. Problem with that move is that in this case, for example, I would still be exposed, and if I were to start dragging backwards now, I would be moving back into the open. The obvious solution for that is to make a 180-degree turn, mid-air. That ends up looking like this. Unexpected, quick and pretty safe. This move is especially helpful for squad revives when you aren't playing support and you don't have access to any smokes. But to break it down completely, you sprint, you jump, and while you are leaving the ground, you press revive. And then mid-air you turn around. And the second you do, you start moving backwards. So that when you land, you will automatically start dragging your patient into cover. That's what Juno came up with in the first week. And here is how I made that more comfortable for lazy people like me. In the keybind settings, the game allows you to map something called flick look. That action will make you turn 180 degrees pretty fast with just one button press. And you can make it even faster by going into the mouse and keyboard settings, entering the control subsettings, scrolling all the way down and then pulling this slider all the way to the max. Now it is basically an instant turn. And with this new keybind, you don't have to yeet your mouse across the whole mousepad. You just run up, jump, interact, do the flick look and move backwards. That's it. You will probably have to try it a few times before you get the hang of it, but once you do, you will realize how many new options this opens up for your revive gameplay. There are so many situations where you can save your smokes and just do this. And even if you have used a smoke grenade, maybe an enemy is shooting blindly through it, so slowly dragging someone away could still get you killed because the enemy just tracks his hit markers. When you do it this way, even though there is smoke, there's pretty much a 0% chance any enemy blind firing will get you. It's just too fast and unpredictable. Another tip to make it even better is using one of the tools that lets you sprint faster. So for example, by holding a knife, or as I often do being an engineer, equipping the blowtorch. For comparison, on the left the regular jump with normal sprint speed, and on the right the blowtorch jump with the fast sprint speed. Not a massive difference, but definitely noticeable. Have fun mastering this little technique before Season 2 comes around. And once again, thanks to Juno for introducing me to this tactic and for filming the enemy POV, and thanks to Andrew for being such a graceful corpse. That's it for today, thank you for your time, and I will see you in Season 2. Sorrow, out.